Okay, here is a Ventura 48-inch exhaust fan that has been converted to a shop fan. I had picked this up in Detroit a couple of months ago. This is one of my all-time childhood fans I've actually been after. When I was a kid living in Detroit, there was one that was built into the wall of the house upstairs. And since the house didn't have AC, this was upstairs to force the hot air upstairs out and bring the cooler in from downstairs upstairs, circulate the heat around. So I've been after this fan ever since we've moved out of that house, and it's been 20 years ago since we had moved out of there. But here is the tag. The original motor, well, not the original, but the motor that was on it was this one right here, this old Craftsman. And they put a way too big of a pulley on there and ended up killing the motor. So I had this beefy sized Dayton on a pedestal fan that was right here. It was actually a Dayton 24-inch. I took the motor off of it and slapped it on this because this motor was way too big for the pedestal fan. So, and this one's a capacitor start, so it's actually much better for this application. You can see the tag's a little beat up. You can still kind of make out what it says though. I do have a 2-inch pulley on here. So that's what I wanted to start out with. So originally this would have had this little 2.5-inch one right here, which is what I'm gonna go with. So when I'm done making this video, I'm gonna pull this pulley off and then run to the store tomorrow and go grab a 2.5-inch one and bump the speed up a little bit on this. But for the sake of the video, let's get her going. Now, she is only a 1-speed. So, and I'll do another video too with the bigger pulley because I'm pretty sure it's gonna go a little bit faster. And further warning, the bearings in the motor are shot, so it's gonna be a little loud. This thing's a crazy freaking air mover for just how slow it's spinning on the blades. But when we get that 2.5-inch on here, this thing's gonna really start moving some air. And then when I get the sides put on, it's gonna make more of a tunnel. So it'll really throw some more air through. Yeah, the bearings in the motor are shot, which I think you can replace those, but I'm not for sure. Yeah, this fan is freaking cool. And we'll shut her off. Yeah, I like to, when I do build this thing up, I want to get some chicken wire for the grill in the front, and then build this up here, have like a little lip of a wall, and make it like a table to put shit on, and then enclose it right here, wrapping it around in the back here, and then I'll get a 50-foot cord with hooks on it, and then wrap it around. So that way it has its own cord, and then I'm gonna wire up a on-off switch too, so that way all you do is plug it in the wall, then you just flip the switch on it. And I'm gonna put 4 gang outlets on it as well, so basically a multi-purpose fan if you want to call it like that. But anyway, that is it, and until next time.